Finally, football's back. We're officially on air. Let's get to it. Fountain Valley, talk about a big game and a big win.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the points on the board and the yards being out of – Troy was a great team. Troy had some very skilled players, and the game was just back and forth. There was a stretch right there right before halftime. Fountain Valley was leading 27-14, gave up a touchdown with 0 on the clock, and then Troy comes out at halftime, puts up a bunch of points, and they're leading 39-27. So Troy at one point scored 25 unanswered. Fountain Valley did not quit, though. They showed so much character, so much heart, came rallying back, led by Nova Nua and Nolan Oliveros.
Yeah, I mean, a great game. And so early on, Gabriel Regalado. Now, we talk a lot about the quarterback and the receivers, but if they can get their ground going this year, their ground game going, that's going to be huge. So he's going to get the ball.
Notice the O-line there, too. You see that gap the O-line created, that big hole for him to run through?
He doesn't go outside. He turns it back up to get another 3 yards. I mean, here's a guy battling for every yard, and, you know, you're fighting for inches in football. Again, if it works once, do it again. Off the left, into the gap, breaks a couple tackles, gets to the outside.
Yeah, just a simple little inside draw play there.
And so Fountain Valley's getting it done on the ground this first drive, and then they're going to finish off with Banua off a little run action. He's going to keep it. Follows blocker into the end zone.
Watch how tough he is.
Takes on the back with the shoulder. Yeah, right?
I was behind the goalpost on that, so I saw him running right at me. It was impressive how he just took on that hit and bounced off the guy and got in the end zone.
Now watch this guy, Nolan Oliveros. It's just a little go route. He catches it, puts a move on the safety, and he is gone.
85 yards later, touchdown Barons.
You talk about a guy who had a monster game.
Yeah, he did. 4 touchdowns.
And 200-something yards receiving?
He actually had 238 yards, 9 catches, average of 26.44 per catch.
All right, watch the effort of Luke Taylor here. He's going to catch it on about the 8-yard line. 1, 2, still going, still working his feet.
That was just beast mode right there.
I mean, you talk about yards after the catch, and it's infectious. It carries over to the defense. Watch how these guys are firing off the ball. You got 11 defenders, all 11 running to the ball carrier. That's
point
great.
Of attack, yep.
And again, same thing on defense. Now this time I don't be too hard on him. You only had 10 guys going to the ball. This guy appears at corner, but look, he's got to be with the receiver. That's all right. But again, you're seeing they're playing defense. Everybody's running the ball. Great effort.
High intensity on the sideline, too.
All right, back to Nolan Oliveros. I mean, this was his night. This is like when you play John Madden and it's on freshman mode. I mean, he just splits the defense. And
yeah, they had a difficult time covering Nolan. He was seeming to do whatever he wanted to do. You got the ball in his hands, and he was getting yardage and touchdowns. Like I said, 4 touchdowns.
Well, speaking of Nolan Oliveros, he goes again. He's going to fade to the corner, but works his way back when he's initially open. So that's a good job of having awareness of where you are on the field. Now just
that was a great job
by
Noah Banua recognizing that too.
Now this is, I didn't quite catch the number on probably Nolan. I'm assuming.
No, that's Oliveros again.
Oh, it is okay. Yeah. Just then again, a lot of big plays, a lot of highlights, but that's a good thing to have. You want a lot of plays on your offensive reel.
Luke Taylor had 2 touchdowns as well.
Yeah, so just a great job overall for the Fountain Valley Barons. And that was, let's see, okay, so this is late in the game, 3rd and 20. They've got to have it.
Yes.
All right.
Big play here.
He's going to throw a little screen.
Little slip there.
And then he follows his blockers, but now he's just finding green and space, turns to the outside, and this is going to get them downfield for the potential game-winning score. Remember, it came down to the very end.
It was 4th and goal with 10 seconds left on the clock.
And I believe that was Luke Taylor. And
again, I was behind the goalpost on that, so I was right there on the field. It was awesome.
So they would get the final touchdown. By the way, I got to give a shout out to Fountain Valley for sending me the film. We had film of the game, but it didn't turn out the way we wanted, so they were able to send me the footage. For some reason, I lost the last play, but nonetheless, Fountain Valley did a great job. Big win. And Troy's a team that finishes second every year in the Freeway League, only to La Habra.
Yep.
So to go on the road, to come back after being down in the 4th, this is the 3rd straight year Coach G has started with a win.
When they're down, they were down 32-27. They had a mishap on the kickoff, and Troy came right back and scored. They're down 39-27. There was no quit in those kids. That sideline, Coach Gutierrez was firing them up. His entire coaching staff just rallying their troops, and the kids were buying in, and it was awesome. And even late in the game, they were down, and they took the 2-minute. There was a minute 57 left when they got the ball back, and they're losing. And they go 80 yards, and they win the game with 10 seconds left on the clock. It was impressive. It was motivating. I jumped in my car to drive home, and I'm like geeked up. I'm like, that was awesome.
I come home at night,
wow,
exhausted, and I can't go to sleep because I'm thinking about the games.
It was
and
awesome.
Then I wake up early to do. Yeah, it's crazy. So grab the helmet.
Yep.
Let's get some stickers.
Okay, the Barons have updated their helmet this year. They went back to the traditional blue, but that's all right. We got this nice white Fountain Valley
Take what we
Barons
can
helmet.
get. Who's going first?
Go ahead, Coach.
All right, I'm going with offensive coordinator Coach Washington.
Coach
Anytime
Washington,
you throw up 49 points, you're doing something right. So,
I talked to him during the game. He was having fun. His guys were rallying around him. It was awesome.
Of course, the son of my man James Washington. But congratulations to all the coaches and the players for that matter. But Coach W, if you're going to put up 49 points, I got to recognize the effort. So great job, Coach.
Well, I already gave you his stats, but I'll repeat them again because they're worth repeating. Nolan Olivares, 4 touchdowns, 238 yards, 9 catches. That's a 26.44 average. Nolan, you get my Sunset Rewind sticker of the week for the Barons. Congratulations.
Oh, the magazine is out. You want to hold that up real quick?
The magazine is out.
We feature all the players,
Here
all
we
the
go.
teams. You can buy these at the game. And again, this is the last year for all the leagues in Southern California.
quality.
So
Good articles.
It's
all
a good
color.
souvenir.
I mean, great stuff. In addition to the magazine, though, if you haven't already done so, please remember to hit the subscribe button on your screen there if you're watching on YouTube. Be sure to follow us on X, which is formerly known as Twitter, as we all know. Our handle there is @sunset_rewind. Or on Instagram, where our handle also is sunset_rewind. Our talented reporter, Taryn Rodriguez, is always busy posting updates, so make sure you follow him on social media. Please also go to our website, sunsetrewind.com, where you'll find all the latest information on all things Sunset League football. I'd like to thank Taryn Rodriguez, Cole Menzinger, Eric Ramos, and Murphy Cargis for all their support, and JP West Media for your contributions to the show as well. And be sure you buy the magazine. We'll check in with you next week. Let's go Sunset League.
let's go.
Take care and God bless.